Welcome to Wrong Time Watch. My name is Kevin, and today we're looking at the NTH Devil Ray Watchgauge exclusive GMT. The price for this watch is $625, but I should have a discount code down in the description below. I believe it will be 20% off, so look for that information in the description, and I'll try to pin it as the first comment as well. So, looking at the watch, well, first impressions, it's a big, beefy watch. A little bit too big for my 6.5-inch wrist, but might work well for your wrist. Or if you have a smaller wrist and you like bigger watches, check this one out. We have a double-domed sapphire crystal with AR coating. Oh, before we get into all the specs, this is on loan from my friend Chris at Watchgauge, and also has a YouTube channel called Watch Lounge, so go check them out. I'll leave that linked in the description below as well. So as I mentioned, double dome sapphire crystal with AR coating. We have a stainless steel bezel insert with DLC coating. And on this bezel insert, you'll notice we have the dual time function, and also the dive timer function. Like a typical dive watch, you have 0 through, well, all the way back to 60 again, but it goes in this direction with the timing. And so does this one. So you have dual functionality, dual time. I don't think I've ever seen a GMT with dual time, so that's kind of neat. And then you have the GMT hand here, that yellow hand. And then you see this inner scale here with the 24 hours. And this is the Seiko NH34 movement. 6 beats per second, 44 hours power reserve. And it's what's known as an office GMT or a caller GMT. So when you adjust the time, the GMT hand travels with the hour and minute hand, but then you can also adjust the GMT hand independently. So if it was a traveler's GMT, then the hour hand would jump, and those would be preferred if you're actually traveling. But if you're not traveling, then this is preferred because it's easier to change the date. On the Traveler GMT, you actually have to move the hour hand 24 hours around to advance the date forward. Not a big deal, but if you're constantly changing the date, then this is the preferred method, at least for me. So we have a unidirectional sawtooth bezel. It is protected by the case sides here. So I can really turn it from the side or not. Trying to get a fingernail on there. You can do it, but it's not that easy. So easier just to grab it at the top and the bottom of the watch. Maybe just a tad bit of back play, but nice bezel action. And I really like the depth of this watch too. It's got a deep dial. The thickness of the watch is 15 millimeters, so it's quite thick. Due to the 500 meter water resistant, the GMT hand stack's a little bit thicker too. But then also that dial is pretty thick and three-dimensional. I should say the dial is pretty deep, not thick. So it's a really neat watch. So the crown has the sawtooth pattern as well. Might not be able to see it very easily, but it does have that same sawtooth pattern. So unscrew the crown, pull it all the way out, and the second hand will stop. That's the hacking. Push it back in, and we're in the date set and the GMT function. And push it all the way back in and screw it down. And I think I read that this has a loomed crown, so we'll see that at the end of the video here. But a signed screw down crown. There's the Devil Ray on the back. The watch is on loan. It's a new watch, so I'm not going to remove any of the plastic. It's not really a review, just more of a presentation. And we're not focusing on that back. The plastic might be giving the camera some issues. Let's see if we can get a little closer look on there. So sapphire, stainless steel, I think it says 50 ATM water resistant, which is 500 meter, and then automatic movement. And there's that Devil Ray or Manta Ray. So on the bracelet we have solid end links, solid links. And from what I can tell, they kind of look like screws or split pins. I can't really tell for sure, so I'm going to say they're split pins. but usually there's a little mark on the back of the bracelet showing which way to push them out. So without taking all the plastic off, I can't really tell you what that is. We do have a stamped, thick stamping here in milled class 6 micro adjust. I've not seen 6 micro on a class like this before. Dual pusher and the safety class, which is signed with NTH logo there. This is the 3-link Stingray bracelet. You know, not my preference for a bracelet, but it looks pretty cool. It looks different, so the whole watch looks different. It does kind of remind me of a Doxa, but other than that, it's a pretty cool, unique looking watch. It does not have drilled lugs. Would be nice if it did have drilled lugs. I do have a brushed and polished case. The side is polished, top and bottom are chamfered and brushed. So yeah, 500 meter water resistant. I've seen pictures of the loom. I have not seen the loom in person. So the loom, we got all 4 hands, the indices, and then the bezel has a bunch of loom on it too. So looking forward to looking at that loom in just a few minutes here. So the loom is X1 loom. Kind of a squat case on this too. It's 46 lug to lug, and then the case diameter is 43. So almost similar diameter and lug to lug, which it does not look like that from this view, but the calipers don't lie. And again, 15 millimeter thick, so a little bit too thick for my preference, but I know some guys like thick watches. 22 millimeter lug width, and this strap does taper down to 20 millimeter. It is a large crown, 7.8 millimeter crown, and the watch weighs in with all the links at 198 grams, so kind of a chunky and heavy watch. I prefer a little slimmer, sleeker, lighter weight, but I know other guys like big, thick, heavy, chunky watches, so this could be the watch for you. And like I said, MSRP $625, and I believe the discount code will be for 20%, so that should take it down to, I believe, around $500. So let me get this on wrist. Like I said, the watch is on loan. It's all wrapped up, so I'm not going to remove the plastic. Here's a look at it side by side with my Submariner. Man, it does not look like it's 43 millimeter wide, because the sub is 41. It's like I scuffed my crystal on something. Hopefully it's just this can be removed. Please hold. Okay, I might have almost had a little heart attack, but anyway, I wiped off the crystal. I thought it might have been scratched, but no, we're in good shape here. So anyway, this Submariner, you know what? It's because of the crown guards. This does not have crown guards. This does. So when I measure the diameter on this, I don't take into account the crown guards, so I get 41 from about the 20 to 50. And this thing is 43 from right about here to here. And the lugs are longer on this one too. But the thickness, Submariner is definitely thinner. Then just another look at a common watch. This Submariner's kind of a common watch, but I've only seen one other one in, other than with watch folks, I've only seen one other one in person. At work, actually. But anyway, here it is. So yeah, next to the SKX, it does look bigger. So anyway, cool watch. Let's check out the loom. I'm trying to decide if I'm going to do Submariner or SKX. Maybe we'll do both. We'll see what we come up with here in a split second. Yeah, so this NTH, with just the blue light on here, UV light, it looks crazy. So let's see how it looks with the light turned off here. Yeah, that thing definitely has a very nice amount of loom. I'm actually impressed a little bit. I'm not really a loom guy, but if you're looking for some loom, you can't go wrong with this NTH. Again, we got 4 hands loomed. You see the second hand ticking around there. Submariner on the left, SKX on the right. Now that the initial brightness has worn off, I'm going to say the Submariner. You know, it's hard because the Submariner is blue, and then the other two are a bit of a greenish tint. I'm going to say the handset on the NTH is brighter indices as well. So right now I'm going to say the lume is the best on this Devil Ray. Alright, well that will conclude this video. As always, thank you for your time and thank you for watching.